Hello, Philippine CPAs and accountants and bookkeepers and potential freelancers. Joe DiChiara, CPA extraordinaire, coming to you live from downtown Metro Manila somewhere. And I'm here and you're there, and so is Mrs. Barjulive, the only person in the world that was named after three different people and a top student, a fan, and one of my favorite people. She's got a
Thank you,
name
Joe.
you just can't forget. It stands out. Hi, is it okay if I call you Bar?
Barge with J.
Bar. Oh,
Barge.
okay. Hello, Bar. How are you?
um,
And you have
I'm
such a nice
I'm
laugh.
nervous, but I'm excited. This is
Okay.
my first time doing live interview.
And that's what I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you brought it up because one of the biggest issues that I found with the Philippine culture is that it's not even the Philippine culture, it's worldwide. It's hard to get in front of a camera. It's hard to speak
Yeah,
publicly,
it's
right?
rude.
It was hard for me, believe it or not. It might, people might say, "Oh, look at Joe DiChiara, he does this all the time." It's like it's not easy. It's simple for me now because literally I've done it thousands of times, thousands. And when I first started doing it, I was nervous. I didn't know what to say. I was embarrassed. I didn't know how to use the technology. I still don't know how to use the technology. I still I still get, flustered, but I don't let it bother me anymore. So I want to thank you for stepping up, stepping out of your comfort zone, for
Yeah.
showing up. Yeah.
True. Uh,
And the
besides
truth is,
always asking me for this interview, but I have also I have also uh uh I have also excuses. So
yeah,
but now but now
you just
my
couldn't
six
say no. You just couldn't say no anymore.
yes.
And
I
here's
have
the thing,
many
Barge.
excuses.
Here's the thing, Barge. This is bigger
Mm.
than both of us. Okay, this just so you understand, it's not about us. It's really about paving the way for other people that really still don't think that it's possible. There's a lot of Philippine accountants, a lot of, uh, even if you're not an accountant, maybe you want to be an accountant, but you just don't think that it's possible. You don't think that, oh, maybe you think that you don't speak English well enough. Maybe you think that you're too old to start another
Mm.
career. That's all in your head. So when we pick students, it's because we see something in them that might spark a light for other people. Does that make sense, Barge?
Yeah, I hope so. I have I can inspire them.
Well, you did something to catch our people's eye, okay, and that's enough for me. We started doing this months ago. We pick, students that we believe have something important to share with other Philippine people. So you're here, and I'm here to give people a glimpse of who you are and why you pick freelancing, how you pick freelancing, and a little bit about your journey. So, where are you from?
uh I'm from Cavite, Philippines, but I was born in Manila. I'm living with my family.
So you see that you made Luz cry last time. So
Oh my
that, that
god.
yeah, and that's not easy to do because Lou's a tough cookie.
I'm
So
sorry,
you
Miss Lu.
I know where Cavite is. It's people come on. I'm like, I don't know where that is. I'm just still getting used to the Philippine landscape, but I actually do know where that is, and I don't think you're too far from me. So Eileen says hi. Okay, good evening, Eileen. And
Good evening, Miss I.
so so you're born in Manila. You live in Cavite. Where did you go to school?
Uh, I took I took an accountancy course in college at St. Joseph College of Bulacan.
Okay, so you have an accounting degree,
Yeah.
correct? Did you know that you could possibly qualify to become a U.S. CPA?
I hope so.
No, it's true. It's true. They have three test centers in the Philippines now. Two in Manila. I got to find out exactly where they are. Two in Manila and one in Cebu. But if anybody's watching that's has an accounting degree in the doesn't matter if it's from the Philippines, if it's from the another country, but the United States is so short of accountants that they want Philippine people to apply for the CPA exam. So you're on the list. We're going to talk about this another time. So
Okay. And I
so
will share it to my other colleague
yeah,
to
that's what we do
yeah.
this. But you're a success story in the making. And here's one of our fans, Deck. She's also a potential U.S. CPA. And CPAs in the U.S. Their starting salaries uh, are about $60,000 a year.
Wow.
So I think that's about 3 million. That's like 3 million a year in pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right? Anyway,
Yes.
so you got out of school, and where did you start working?
I'm sorry, Joe.
Where did you start working when you
I'm
got out of
I
school?
am I start working at uh accounting firm here in the Philippines, but my US experience in the accounting firm also. I will not tell the I will
Okay,
not tell the company.
we're
Yeah.
not up to the U.S. So,
And
so
that
you
is an
started.
accounting
Okay,
firm.
so
Yes, based here
you're
in the
actually
Philippines.
you're actually the first student that said you. So you got out of school and you actually started working for an accounting firm in the Philippines,
Yes.
correct?
Until
Which is
now.
basically what I did. What I did, I went and I worked for an accounting firm
Accounting
in the
firm.
U.S. So
Mm.
how long were you there for?
I am 2 years now.
2 years with the accounting firm in the Philippines.
Yes. They have US clients and that I am assigned to.
Wait, so you only graduated a couple of years ago, is that correct?
Yes, Joe, but I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
use my I'm not use my I'm not use my eh, degree courses after I graduated, but
Oh,
I
I didn't even
pursue it
so, so you're
last two
working
years
for a
lang.
Philippine firm that has US clients,
Yes.
correct? Interesting. Interesting. So you're the first student that I've come across that is in that situation. So what so you're working remotely, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I'm
you're
working remotely.
you're working remotely. So your firm, do they have Philippine clients also or just US clients?
Just US clients.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So what kind of work are you doing for them?
I am an accountant there, and
I know,
their
but are you
it
doing accounting work, bookkeeping, payroll? What exactly are
account
you doing?
accounting work. I'm
Accounting.
an senior accountant there.
Okay, interesting. Have you been doing any taxes?
Not yet. Only in Bedrock.
Okay, so which courses have you taken with Bedrock?
It's a 13-week course.
You took the 13-week course.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, so that gave you a good foundation. So here's the big question. How did you find Bedrock and what inspired you to take our courses?
First, I joined in an accounting people's community by Coach Yan, and I saw one of your posts that you have training for tax preparation and also also for the enrolled agent, and I got interested. So I save money, my 13-month pay to enroll on your courses because I
Wow.
want to invest. And that's all. And that's it. I am your one of your intern now and doing uh simple tax preparation.
Okay, but it's so you already. How big is this firm that you're working for?
Um I think it is it is established now, and they have many clients here in the Philippines, also in US.
Okay, so how many accountants are in the firm?
I think they have 200 plus because we
Oh,
have,
this is a big operation then.
yes, because one uh one time we have a community gathering. I am shocked because we are they have many accountants there.
Wow. So yeah, you don't know because you're working remotely. You don't get to see
Yeah.
every. Yeah. So yeah, this is interesting. So do they know that you took a tax course with us?
I'm sorry,
Do your supervisors know that you took a course with us?
your sounds is like choppy
Okay,
on my
I'm sorry.
end.
Do they encourage you? Do they know that you took our course?
Oh no, I am the one who pursue it. They don't know that I am taking tax prep course in US.
Okay, are you going to tell them at some point that you study taxes, that maybe now you want to do taxes?
I will once I get the certificate in Bedrock intern. I will tell to them
Okay,
if there has
you want
a
to get the
possible
hands on you want to get the hands-on experience.
yes, I
Okay,
will tell to them if
that
they have
that's
opportunity
interesting.
for
So
me.
you'll
Yes,
you'll definitely get experience and you'll see exactly. And I think, when you took the 13-week course, because that's a typical Bedrock client. When you did that project, that's what we do. And that's why we set up that course that way, because it's a real life example. And you'll see, when did you start your internship with us?
last April, and I will complete it this coming October, the 6 months.
Okay. So April, May, June, July. Okay. Yeah. So it's 6 months. So you must have done quite a bit of tax returns already.
Yes, simple tax return. 1120 S,
Listen,
eleven
there's no
twenty and 1040.
such thing as a simple U.S. tax return. Okay. They get to seem simple after you start doing a bunch of them, but yeah, it's not that simple to begin with, right? And now you're
Yeah.
getting experience with the tax software, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think yeah, here, Eileen. She's saying that
Yes, Miss Eyes.
you, you have a bunch of fans here. Marielle, hello Marielle. You have Rona. Yeah, you have a bunch of followers here. So, yeah, so you got a lot of people shooting for you. So let me ask you, and this is an important question. What's stopping you from going to your present firm and asking them, say, to because you're gonna get more money. Okay, when you can do tax returns, your earning power goes up exponentially. What's stopping you from going to them and saying, "Listen, I have experience doing taxes now. I would like a shot at it."
Uh, can you repeat the question? Sorry. What?
What is stopping you from asking to increase your responsibilities, to get your firm to give you tax returns to do? What's stopping you?
I'm sorry. Your your sounds getting choppy once after you
Okay,
said
let me
what's
ask you.
stopping you,
So
and then I can't.
you're you're hesitant, okay? You're hesitant to ask your firm to let you do tax returns. Is that
My he-
correct?
my hesitant to do. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're not asking your firm to do tax returns, are you?
Yes, not yet.
Okay, so you're not asking why. Why are you
Because
not asking?
I wa- uh be, I want to be skilled before I tell to them. I want
What's
to
a good?
have experience first before I tell to the
Okay,
firm.
but you realize that you already have experience, right?
Yes.
You have more experience than a lot of other people.
Oh, yeah.
You've been doing it for April, May, June, July. You've been doing it for over 5 months now.
Yes. Yes, Joe.
So I'm going to ask you again. What is stopping you?
To tell them. I think
I know
yeah.
I know what the answer is. I want you to tell me though.
I think that's all lang, Joe, because
So this is what Eileen is saying. You're waiting
yeah,
for a
for
piece
the
of paper.
certificate.
You're
Yeah.
waiting for a piece of paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
Joe. I'm waiting for the certificate.
Okay. So can I tell you a little story? Is that okay?
Okay.
I
Okay.
It took me 10 years to get my CPA license. 10 years from when I was 17, I told my father I'm going to be a CPA. I didn't even know what that meant. All I knew was that CPAs ran businesses, and other business owners asked them for advice. And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to run businesses. 17. I didn't get my CPA license till I was 27. That's a long time, right?
Yes.
In between, I had to go to school. I I I went through a lot of stuff. I got married. That's a whole nother story. But 10 years, I waited to get that certificate. Okay. It came in the mail. I'll never forget it. It was like, oh my God, I got this certificate. I had worked 10 years for it. I opened it up. I was very proud. It was an accomplishment. Okay. I'm like, oh my God, I passed my CPA exam. You know what changed? You know what changed? Nothing. Nothing changed about me. Nothing changed about my experience. I was still the same person. The only thing that changed was now I had a piece of paper. That's all that certificate is, Barge. You don't have to wait. Don't wait for the certificate. It means something, but in the end, it's just a certificate. What you have is you have the experience, you have the knowledge. That's all you need. You don't need a certificate. So I'm going to challenge you. I want you on Monday, I want you to go to your bosses and say, listen, I'm ready to
Okay.
start doing taxes. I've been doing them for 6 months for this company called Bedrock. They do US tax returns, and I think I can do it now. Do you believe that you can do it?
Yes. I think, Joe, kasi because I have a little experience preparing taxes.
You have a lot of experience. You have
Yes.
a lot of it. So we all have obstacles. You believe me? We all have things that are in our way to getting what we want. Some of those obstacles are right here, Barge. In fact, most of them are right here. Limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. So you believed in yourself enough to sign up for our class. Okay, you successfully, you got a certificate, right? You got a certificate of completion, correct?
Yes, Joe.
Okay, that's great. So if you're waiting for a certificate, you already got one. You already got one, and you
Yes.
have my permission now. You have my permission to go to your boss and say, I want to do taxes.
Okay. Got
Is
it,
that
Joe. I'm
enough?
I'm going to do that.
So next week, we're going to meet, and I'm going to ask you: Did you request the opportunity to? You know, the worst thing that could happen,
What?
they say no.
Yes, I think
That's the
so.
worst thing. Are they going to fire you, or do you think they're going to say, "Oh my God, what do you mean you want to do taxes? Go, here's the door. You're fired." Do you think that that's going to happen?
I think they
Go ahead.
there's
I, what are they going to say? Play this. I
uh
want to know what's stopping you, because what's stopping you, Barge, is what stops a lot of people. And
they
if you
think
could share what, go ahead.
my I don't like I think um they will think that I I don't I don't
Go
know.
ahead. This is important. This is important
mm,
because what what you think, that's in your head. What you think their reaction is going to be. But I want to know what do you think they're going to say to you?
they don't have tax on my department. They don't have uh taxes services for taxes, and I don't know if they I don't know if uh if if it will benefit to them if I have a knowledge or skills, because
Okay, all right. Now we're getting something. Do they have another division that does taxes?
I'm sorry.
Is there? So this is a big company,
Yes, I don't
right?
know where on my department they
Is
don't.
there is there another department that does taxes?
Yes,
Okay.
and the
Do
one
you?
who handled us is assigning only in real estate, but not in
Okay.
taxes.
So they have. So here's the question: Do you want to do taxes?
Yes, I
So
want.
I'm going to ask
And
you again. What exactly is stopping you?
To tell them.
There's something that's like holding you back. And for a lot of people, there's something that holds them back. Most of the time, it's because they don't think that they have enough experience. They don't think they could speak English well enough. They think they're too old. There's always something that stops people from going forward.
Uh, I'm
And I'm
afraid
telling
to
you, go
mm,
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm afraid that they will think that I am leave them if once I I once I have experience, or once I I
That
have a skill.
that's that's possible. That's possible. But to be honest with you, if you have a boss that wants to limit you in what you're going to do, you need to get another boss. You need to get another boss. And what if the opposite happens? What if they say, "Oh my God, I didn't know that you wanted to do taxes. We need somebody to do taxes."
Okay,
So
I got it.
they're not gonna. I mean, if so, here's the thing, Barge. If you go to them and say, "Listen, I want to expand. I want to be better. I want to do more," okay, and I want to do it with this firm. Can I get a chance to do taxes? If they say no, then you need to find another position because they're limiting you. They're limiting you. And when something or somebody is limiting you, if you want to go beyond, you need to move on. Okay. So it's like if you're here, but you want to be here, but they're keeping you down here, it's all up to you. It's how bad do you want this? Do you know that tax preparers make more money than bookkeepers and accountants?
Yes, that's why I enrolled in your training.
Okay. So and I'm not trying to pick on you, but this is why we do this. It's the limiting beliefs, Barge. That's what holds us back. And I believe that that's what's holding you. You have more experience than a lot of other people. You know how much experience Eileen had doing taxes? Zero. She worked at a bank. She worked at a bank before we hired her. You know how much experience Luz had doing taxes? Zero. You know
But
what the
now she
difference
is
is?
expert.
You, you
But
know what
now
the
Miss
difference
Luz is
is?
expert now.
Well, do you think she was an expert when she first started? What I'm saying, Barge, is you have 6 months more experience than Eileen and Luz had before they started working for me. You understand?
Yes.
Not only that, you have more experience than everyone that is working full time at Bedrock right now. None of them had 6 months of experience as an intern. None of them were interns first. Oh, wait, I think Agnes might have been an intern. Okay. But the point is, you have enough experience, Barge. You're waiting for something that you don't have to wait for. And here's the thing. It all depends on how much you want it and why you want it. Now, we have an intern right now, and I'm not going to say who she is, but when she started her accounting career, when she started her own agency, The reason why she wanted it was because she had three children to feed, and she wanted to help her husband. That's why she did it. So you got to ask yourself, why do I want to become a tax preparer? Why do I want to make more money? And I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe you have children. Maybe you just have a strong desire to succeed. But you have to ask yourself, why do I really want this? And when that why is bigger than your fear, then you're going to do it. But if your fear is holding you down, you'll never do it. You'll always be waiting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Joe.
It's scary, right? It's
Yes.
scary. I understand that. I've been in that position. I've been in that position. But you're worth it. I know that you're worth it because we wouldn't have picked you to be an intern. We wouldn't have asked you to be a guest on this show. You know why we picked you?
Right.
Because you're worth it.
Thank you.
So if we think you're worth it, you have to believe that you're worth it.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Okay? And if you don't do it, you're going to be fired. We're going to fire you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. And no, and I know it took a lot to come on here, to talk, to be honest. It takes a lot. It does take a lot. But from what I see, the last couple of years teaching Philippine accountants, it's not the experience, it's not the knowledge. It's most of the time, I would say over 90% of the time, it's because you're waiting. You're waiting for something. You're waiting until you get a certificate. You're waiting until you get the experience. You know, there there is no waiting. If you want something, you go and get it. Okay, just like Eileen did, just like Luz did. Luz was in a position where she felt like she wasn't gonna. She reached as high as she was gonna reach, and she wanted more. Okay, that's all. It comes from inside you. All you got to do is say, "Listen, I want this more than than anything. I want this enough that I'm gonna push through my fear, and I'm just gonna tell them." And the worst that they could do, are they gonna fire you? Are they gonna say, "Oh my God, you're asking for a promotion. Get out of here. You're fired." Is that gonna happen?
No, I think.
Well, let me tell you something. If that happens, you know how quickly you'll get another job?
Yes.
It,
Yes, I can get I can be a freelancer once it
yes.
happens.
Okay. All right. I'm done picking on you. You're so sweet. You're adorable. And I want people to understand that most of the time, the only thing stopping you is yourself. It's yourself. If we saw something in you to pick you to be an intern, to pick you to be interviewed by me, you understand other people are seeing something in you that you're not seeing in yourself.
I'm sorry, Joe. I I want to be honest. My
Yeah,
limiting beliefs is I don't know if I don't care if they watch it. I'm not graduate at accounting, but but my yeah, I'm not I'm undergrad, and then that's one of my limiting belief. They might be fire me if they know. That's why I'm continue upskill so that once it happens, I can get another job and like this tax prep.
I appreciate the transparency and the honesty, and that's why we do this. It's going to help a lot of people. I just want you to understand that when we hit that wall, when we're faced with, listen, either I'm going to go through this, I'm going to go over this, or I'm just going to stop right here. It's like you're at that point, you're at that wall, and you have to make a decision. You have to say, you know what? I paid for that course. I spent 6 months working as an intern. What's your next step? What's your
Get
next step?
um
Do you want to
get
stay
client.
behind the wall, or do you want to get through it and start making more money, take control of your life?
Yes, that's what
And
I want.
maybe the answer is this isn't the right position for you. Maybe you need to move on into something more challenging, something where you're going to be able to do taxes. Okay. So the way I see it, you want to do taxes. Otherwise, you wouldn't have taken our course. You wouldn't agree to be an unpaid intern working 20 hours a week for 6 months. So something inside
Yes.
of you is saying, I want to do US taxes. Okay. So now you got to ask yourself, hey, I'm going to be done with my 6 months. What's the next step? What's the next step? Do I go to the people that I've already been working for 2 years and say, listen, I would like to do taxes? Or do you just stay quiet, keep doing your job, accepting your position where you are right now? It's up to
Oh,
you. You got to make a decision. So, and not making a decision is a decision. If you decide to just stay where you are, that's your decision. But it's up to you. It's up to you. And that's what everybody has a choice now. Everybody has a choice. When I started, there weren't as many choices. It was if I wanted to be a CPA, okay, with an accounting firm, I had to go and get a job. I had to, go in an interview. I had to get into a car, get into a train, and travel. Sometimes 2 hours back and forth just to go on an interview for a job that I didn't get. Okay. Today, there's no barriers. If I lived in the Philippines, I couldn't apply to get a job in the United States. That was impossible. It wasn't even on the list of options. So today, everyone has more options than ever before. You can learn anything online. You could work from anywhere. Okay. There's a shortage of accountants everywhere, not just the United States. It's just that the United States, they have more money than anywhere. There's more businesses in the United States. Okay. So if you choose to stay where you are right now, that's your decision. It's not because there's no opportunities. You follow that?
yes, Joe.
You believe that?
Yes.
So I was told when I was a child, they said you could do anything, Joe. You could be president of the United States. And I believed my family. I believed them. I was the first one to go to college in my family because nobody told me that I couldn't. They told me I could. And then when I found out how much the president of the United States made, I said, they don't pay him enough. I don't want to be president. I said, I want to be a business owner. Okay. So all you got to do, Barge, is say, you know what? I want to be a tax preparer. I want to prepare taxes, and nobody is going to stop me.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to pray for you. I have faith in you. And I want you to come back and say, you know what? I went to my bosses and I'm doing tax returns now.
Okay, I
That's
will do
that's
it,
all
Joe.
I want. Okay. So that's our story. You got a lot of yeah, just so you see what your peers are saying. Mario, thank you for that. Yes, I know she can do it. Mariko is saying hi. And
No,
Deck,
sis.
this is so Deck, I love her. Yes, find another boss if they don't want you to grow. That's the truth. Eileen, tell them and they will see you as an asset. And that's the truth. That's the truth. If one of my team members came to me and said, Joe, I want to do this, okay, I would support them. I would support them no matter what. If your boss doesn't want to support you, you need to get another boss or become your own boss or become your own boss. All right, we've gone way over my time limit because you've been such a good guest. I appreciate your honesty. You've been one of our best guests so far. I've had more fun talking to you. Not to say that my other guests haven't been. They've all been great, but you've been like different. You've been different. Zion says, "Follow your heart's desire."
That's my mother. Sis.
Yeah, yes,
Thank
that's
you,
good.
mommy.
And Luz, what does she say? I don't. I'm studying Tagalog, so eventually I'm gonna know what this means, but it must be something good. All right, you got a lot of fans out there rooting for you, especially this guy Zion. And
Yes, this is my
yes,
mother, Zion.
yes. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. So, all right, God bless, and that's our story. So here's the moment of truth. What would you like to say to people that have been in your shoes, okay, that are thinking about doing what you're actually doing? What would you like to say to them?
Yeah, uh don't um don't don't stay on your limiting beliefs. Do uh do what you want, and stay stay learning and growing, and be brave to be brave that you want be brave to tell what you want, and what you want to become.
Okay, are you sticking with that? Do you believe that, Barge?
Yes, now I
Okay,
believe.
so this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna watch this. You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna watch the end of it, and you're gonna act like it's not you, like it's somebody else saying that to you, because what you just said is what you need to say to yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I need it to myself.
yeah, we have faith in you. I believe in you. So thank you. God bless. Thank you everyone for watching, and let's root for Barge. And we're gonna be watching you. We're gonna see what the what the next step is, Barge. So you're yeah, no pressure. No pressure, but we're rooting for you. All right,
Yeah,
thank you
just
everyone.
enjoy.
Yes, enjoy the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Good night.